Ew, ew. Big fish chip. We got a big fish talk for y'all today. And this topic is one that actually was in the news probably about a year ago. And it's about Jay Z, Meek Mill, a bunch of other rappers pushing to have legislation passed. I believe it's in New York City, but they'll probably, go to other states as well. But pushing this legislation that will not allow prosecutors to use the rap lyrics in individuals' trials. I got to see the response from the Breakfast Club. I felt like it was pretty solid. And remember, this is a year ago, but I thought that their response was pretty solid. And then I looked at the Real, the ladies on the Real. Uh, Fancy, Garcelle, it's like, it just got me, like hearing it, I just got so disappointed because it's almost like we get in our own way and hustle backwards. Like we're so used to calling out, oh, this racist. We can't use this. We can't use. We don't even understand when we're shooting ourselves in the foot. Here you're celebrating, and I see a lot of people in the community celebrating, what Jay Z and Meek Mill did or are pushing to do with these other rappers, just because that's what we do. We don't even think about stuff. We don't think about the effects that certain things have on our actual communities. We just believe in these celebrities, entertainers, as anything that they're saying, their word is God. Like it's got to be good. Jay-Z's doing it. It's got to be for the culture. No, it's for the culture, but it's for the culture in the wrong way, like most of his rap lyrics throughout his entire career have been. It just is what it is. Like a lot of rappers, it is what it is. You understand you're rapping the life that you came from, cool, cool, cool. But we also have to understand where rap has come to, like where we are right now and how it's impacted our culture, how it impacts our communities. So we're clearly, my problem is, and we're seeing it again. That's why it recently came up with Young Thug having his lyrics being read in court. But I don't want to focus on any, court trial specifically. I just want to talk in general. And I don't understand how we can sit here, especially Jay-Z. You're older, even Meek to a certain extent. You're acknowledging the fact that these lyrics are terrible enough to be used to convict people of crimes in court, but we're not acknowledging how it actually impacts the many more individuals that will listen to these lyrics and go out, be motivated and inspired by these lyrics to commit crimes, to kill, to destroy our neighborhoods. Where's the disconnect? Maybe there's a disconnect with me. I just don't understand it. I don't understand how we can fight so hard and then celebrate the people fighting so hard to push legislation that allows rappers to continue using whatever, type of lyrics that they want, talking about their crimes that they either did or didn't commit, their homie commit, whatever it may be. How do we not understand the fact that forget the rappers who are making money off using these lyrics? What about the communities that these lyrics are impacting? If the lyrics are so bad, like I said, to where somebody can get convicted of something, why is there more sympathy and empathy for the rappers who are making money off the lyrics more than the communities, the young men and women who are being affected by the lyrics? And not even young men and women, adults as well, because that's where our culture is. We have no leadership. We got 30, 40, 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds still wanting to be down and be cool, vibing and listening to the lyrics of teenagers and 20-year-olds, knowing that those lyrics are either heading that person down a destructive path or that they're motivating and promoting the masses of people that consume their music down a destructive path. But why do we celebrate this stuff? And for me, it just hits on so many different issues that are wrong with our community. For one, like, damn, we can't even be free thinkers. We can't even exercise common sense. All we do is just hear that Jay-Z's doing it and we just decide to get on board with it. But then in other situations, people that are really trying to lead the culture in a positive way or destroy this culture and create a new one, we question any and everything that they do. That is some real fanboy activity. We have to stop being fans. We're fanatics. We're fans of teams. I talk about this all the time. Just like you can't tell a Dallas Cowboy fan anything wrong about their team, or you can't tell a Knicks fan, or you can't tell a Giant, whatever it may be, whatever team. We have to stop this goofiness. Like, being a fan is so weird. Like, being fans of certain things that we know are detrimental to our communities is just wild. And so it's like we can't free think. And then when you bring this type of stuff up, just like what happened on The Real, people will defend it. People are defending, oh no, their lyrics shouldn't be used against them. That's not right. That's not fair. Well, it's also not right and fair for them to create this destructive ass culture based on those lyrics and to destroy our communities. And I know that the young kids that may listen to this may not understand what I'm saying, but understand this. The reason why you don't understand what I'm saying is because of goofy leadership. It's because the people that were rapping about this stuff or, you know, in charge and leading in a lot of these areas didn't hold the younger people accountable for the lyrics that they were spitting. So therefore, you have the younger generation that's coming up now. They feel like, yo, y'all just passed us the baton. We just, following in your lead. So I understand why you don't understand me, but at what point does it stop? Because if the older people won't address it, then who will? And I think I saw a quote. I think I saw something that Fat Joe mentioned. He said, our lyrics are a creative form of self-expression and entertainment, just like any other genre. Yes and no. Just like any other genre, your lyrics are a creative form of self-expression and entertainment. However, different things affect different people in different ways based on where you are in life. So therefore, if your creative expressions, let's say the creative expressions in other music genres, if they're not impacting that particular culture, perhaps that culture is strong enough to where those lyrics don't impact the people following it to just do whatever. To just do all the things that are destroying our communities. So we can't just say that it's just like any other genre. I get what you're saying, but two of the same things can affect different groups totally differently. So therefore, we have to take that into account, because who else will? Who else will? When you're telling people that are already bought in, and actually these young kids grow up really believing that a lot of this music stuff is true, they buy in and embrace the culture because they see it as something cool to them that, they want to be a part of. Maybe they're lacking in other areas that they're looking to fill. Whatever the case may be, we cannot act like these lyrics are not only telling the story, but creating the story for our culture. These lyrics are creating our culture. They're continuing our culture down the worst path. And as I said earlier, I don't understand why we protect the worst things in our culture. Now, I'm not saying that the rappers are the worst things. What I'm saying is the rap lyrics are some of the most destructive things to our culture. Just listen to them. If they're that bad for people to be locked up for them and convicted, then they have to be some type of negative, right? And if we already have a problem with a lot of our young boys getting locked up, a lot of our young women, we have those issues as well. If all of these problems are already in our communities, but then we're promoting them in the raps, instead of trying to give rappers a pass, why don't a big homie like Jay-Z and Fat Joe, why don't, and I don't know what everybody's doing in their private lives. However, this was not private. Y'all pushing this legislation, so why not make pushing the other stuff public as well? Why not take a stand and, let rappers know, yo, we not rapping about that no more. We not rapping about any negativity. Our culture can't afford it. Whether it's fair or not, we don't care. Whether it's right or wrong, we don't care. Just based on the impact that it's having on our culture, we're not doing it no more. And a matter of fact, I'm going to put up the bread to pay you with those other record labels that may be encouraging you to rap about all this dumb stuff that's destroying our communities. Maybe because they're either not from the community or they don't live in the community. They don't care. They don't care. So you get a wealthy individual like Jay-Z to say, you know what, we're going to put the bread up for people that are spreading positivity. Money talks. Meek, yeah, I'm going to put the bread up for, somebody that's going to, talk about positive music, talk about businesses. And y'all touch on a lot of this stuff anyway. But it's just the super duper negative. A lot of it's the drill stuff. Like, we cannot act like this is not impacting our community. Like, it's not killing our kids, destroying families, destroying communities, destroying cities. We cannot act like one doesn't impact the other, as if there's no correlation. Our culture, there's no other culture that talks about the destruction of our very own people more than us. And we are the most destructive people when it comes to how we treat each other. Our own. So I don't understand why we choose to celebrate certain things. And I think we need to kind of take a step back when celebrities make these type of moves and we just blindly, follow them. It's walk by faith, not by sight. No. Open your eyes up. Open your eyes up, open your ears up, open your nose up. Something don't smell right. Open every sense up that we can. Open up every sense that we can because it's necessary. We have to make a change, and we have to, and I think a lot of it starts with just how we think, how we process, what our opinions and perspective are on certain things. And this is just a prime example. So maybe we should tell the rappers, hey, this ain't it. We not rapping like that no more. We'll save the rappers and their careers, these young, talented, individuals, but we'll also save the larger community. We'll save the larger community. Because we can't act like rap music and rappers are not influential and are not powerful. So just wanted to give y'all something to think about. This is something that was on my mind, something that I just don't understand, don't get, don't want to get. I don't ever want to understand it to a point where I'm okay with just seeing certain people do certain things and just clapping for them just because it's them, without looking at it from a non-biased or biased, whatever perspective, just a real perspective from my own. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Our culture's in shambles. This isn't the only contributing factor to it. Jay-Z and them trying to change lyrics, but it is a big thing. Or not trying to change lyrics, trying to change legislation about lyrics. But this is just another thing that we can change to chip away at destroying the current culture and rebuilding another one. Because every time we look at all the small stuff, the quote unquote small stuff, we just, that ain't really affecting it like that. That ain't really affecting it like that. But when we pile on all that stuff, and when we get used to just constantly excusing bad behavior and things that are destructive for our community, we land where we are right now. So I don't know. Y'all give me y'all thoughts. Give me your opinions. And yeah, make sure that you like and make sure that you subscribing to the channel. We're growing. We're growing. So appreciate y'all for checking in. And you'll get another video soon. You know how we do. Talk to y'all soon. Onward and upward. Ew.